welcome. So this is a progress update with actual voice, so you can hear me finally. The last video was made kinda quick, so yeah, no voice, no nothing. But this time, a lot of progress made. So basically, this is the Lungo jar file to run it. I'm gonna show you Lungo jar. Nah, that's the wrong one. Jar Lungo jar. There we go. First of all, just gonna run this. It's not going to output anything in the console. It should also be creating a window somewhere. Why isn't it working now? Okay, I'm just gonna pause. Let me just fix it. Anyways, there we go. We got it. I don't know why it didn't work before, but now it works. Oh man, is the thing reader again broken? Let me just... This has nothing to do with Lungo, it's just my... So I can resize with my middle click. So yeah, this is Lungo. Has some fresh icons. Always looking lit. So alpha version 1.1.0, ID is 0, which is the window ID. Pressing Ctrl N will create a new window. So now you can see on the bottom left, this Lungo is just a PNG, and its width and height are like right there. So yeah. Normally you can't track them like this. I have a program installed to track them. You would need to track them manually, like always. But Control N opens a new window. Control N opens a new window. And I have a program to resize those windows. It's kind of janky because this is how you resize them normally and not like this. Yeah, it doesn't really like that. Anyways. You can see each window has its unique ID, which means this is working too. So if I get rid of ID 1, now there's ID 0 and ID 2. So if I try to create a new window, it will use ID 1 because it's not used yet. And yeah, so multiple windows are possible. You can input a URL, and you can also use Control Backspace to close the window. So now comes to the interesting part, the new features. I just opened Opera accidentally. So now after getting rid of Opera, I'm actually gonna open Firefox instead. How about this picture? Yeah, I'm just gonna copy this picture. So copy the image link, or just take this image link right here, copy that, and put it in here. As long as it's an image file, it should work. So if I click this, it will open it, and there we go. Download it. Okay, it's just interesting. Resizing, I guess. That's the program that resizes it. It's alt drag. I'll leave a link down in the description. It's really cool. So you can press down Alt and resize things and move them around. So you don't need to use that pesky taskbar or that corner. Disgusting. So what's the difference? Lungo is not coffee, it's actually a browser. So as you can see, the image, it's working, it's looking flawlessly. Very cool. Very, very cool. If I close it, it will close all of it. So now, another thing added is debug. But for now, let's do flags. This will explain, like, this is the help flag. So when you run this jar file, you give it a set of flags. And each flag is a name, for example, -help, but it also has an alias, so you can use -h instead. So that's what I did. Instead of doing help, I just did -h because it's quicker. Same for debug. Box will show hitboxes, which I will show you as well. And link. We'll open a link, which is also really useful. So for example, I want to debug. So I'm just gonna show debugging first. So debugging, you can see it shows you download current string for data type, all of that stuff, fun stuff. Getting images from the internet basically. If I now give it this image, it will download the content. Image was loaded, happy face. And there we go, got the image. Pretty cool, you know, pretty cool. So, but doing this every time would be, you know, if you need to manually put in the link, it would be annoying. So that's why I'm just gonna keep the D flag, so it always debugs. Also, first of all, CLS, so we have enough screen space. So I'm gonna keep the D flag because debugging. Just gonna keep that on. Next we have L or link. Doesn't really matter. Both things do the same thing, so I'm gonna do link instead because why not? Then we're gonna give it a URL. So link takes one argument, which is the URL, which is to that cafe image, which is as you've seen before, it's this one. So if I now do this, it will automatically start the browser and open the link. Now I can resize it a bit. There will also be like options for setting the size and resolution and stuff like that soon or later, but this is just a basic example for now. So this is pretty cool, but there's another one. So it doesn't really matter. Now, because link only takes one argument, I can actually just do B or box for hitboxes, and I just use B instead. So I can just put it afterwards because link only takes one argument. And this is another flag which will show the hitboxes. Hitbox enabled, as you can see. And there you go, the green thing is the hitbox. And you can see the image, depending on if it's more wide, it will fit, like it will be shrunk down so it fits inside without stretching it. They're good for like BGE images, I guess. Just some images, just get some. This looks cool, this is vertical. This does not look cool. That's very low quality. Is that really how? No, that's also fake. It's also fake. So I can copy the image link. Also make sure that the image link is a .jpeg or .png or, you know, an image. Not just like, if I would, for example, copy image link, this would, yeah, this would read, it's not really an image because, I'm just gonna go to the beginning. It's a data image JPEG base64. So it's decoded into the URL. So it's not a link towards an image, and it doesn't support those yet. So get the link to the image itself. I can just do this. I think that's let me just copy image link because it's not an image. There we go, that's an image link. And there you go. The resolution is kinda I don't know if it's the image itself. It's probably the image. Yeah, it's the quality isn't that great yet. I need to fix that and probably change the way the images are resized and stuff. Just show me all of them. We got another one. Wait. It takes a long time to load. Gonna take this one. Just gonna copy image link. Just paste it in here. It's gonna load the image, and there you go. Look at these. This one has good quality. So I don't know why some images have really bad quality. It's really, maybe it's because it's not JPEG, maybe it's PNG or something. It messes it up or something. I really need to find that. But that's basically what the browser can do for now. So you have those. And of course you have the help. As soon as you put the help here, everything else will be ignored. It will just give you the help command, which is really useful because then you can just remove it, and then now you have all of the options. So yeah, box B will show hitboxes, debugging, and help, and link. And there you can see args, link. This text right here is actually hard coded for now. So it's actually just text put inside of the description. It's not like, you know, it's generating those. No, it's actually just straight up text for now. I may change that. But yeah, pretty cool, you know? Really like it. And I'm gonna keep working on it. Also, I need to because it can only show images right now, so get rid of that. That's already chocolate everywhere. Sorry. But yeah, I can show you some code inside of VS Code. You can see those are all of the files inside of the Lungo Browser file. Window version, which here alpha, beta, release candidate, release, and post-release. You know, your normal stuff. A, B, RC, R, PR gives you the weight version. There we have the regex, which converts the string of like the version string towards an actual version. So version, string version. And it just mesh finds, goes through each one, and then changes each one depending on it. And this is the one to print it. Pretty simple, pretty simple. Then we have window, which contains a bunch of code from home button, previous, next, reload, navbar, and where's the URL field. They all get added to main panel, and the main panel gets added to the frame. So yep, the frame gets packed, and also the page handler gets updated with the new URL, the current one. Load URL, which will load a URL. It can take an URI as well and then converts that URL to a URL. Very interesting, but yeah. And a bunch of more code, some code that's not even used yet, but will be used soon. Or smooth as well, for now not used yet. So you can listen to key events, and for example here is control down and N, which will create a new window. Create a window with a blank URL and then just debug log. Which debug? Ooh. Debug is a pain in the ass. Look at this code. Things x of things equals x. True. This was a pain. A lot of committed code. Yeah, this is just for those flags, because the way those flags work. There we go, here. Allowed flags. So allowed flags is arrays with triplets which contain a string and an integer. The first string is the command, and the alias is separated by or like the vertical line. And will show hitboxes is the description, and this is how many arguments it has. So for example, link, as you can see, debug, but I got rid of that because the debug already adds those for you, so you don't need to do that. We open the link, and there you can see it's just hard-coded text. And there you can see how many arguments it takes. It creates those flags using the flag array list with the triplet. Then it sets those flags using the arguments from the main function. And then if flag help, then system exit. I don't actually think this ever gets called. Actually. Because if it's help, oh yeah, it doesn't actually exit it. So yeah, it's your option, depending if you wanted to exit or not. Really, it's your option. And the URL, which will then say it's empty, but if you have a link, it will get the values from link. It will check the size if it's above 0, so you don't get, you know, index out of range. Then it sets the URL to that one, and then it creates the window using that URL. So and then it logs that it started it. Remove window, unused integer, which is the one that uses, like, you use this to get the window ID, and then IDs put in there, and then windows and window.ul and window.start. But yeah, this window ID with the window. So yeah, and then get window ID, which will get the window ID, which will get the window. It's basically how to get IDs and give unique IDs. Resize image and other utility functions. These are static. Many of them are static because they're utility functions. Resize image is valid image with text bytes, which uses the one to check if it's an image or not. This is the lazy way, which is just get image from data, which takes in a URL or, by the way, input stream. Let's just read those. I don't actually use this one yet. I only use this one with the by input stream. So to convert it into an image. To buffered image, please get dimensions of image. Create cage image. This is really useful. This is the one I use. So you saw the green hitbox, which I can actually, just, you know, I can actually just do this again. There we go. Now it actually works. So basically, I give the function an image, and I give it as height and size, which is this green box, which is the height and size. And then the function, which is this one, will cage it inside of it, basically. So it gets a width and max height, which are the width, and then an image, and then it resizes that image so it fits inside of there. And also basically makes a new image with the height and size, and then draws that image. Here, get graphic, draw image, x of the y offset, image size with image size height. So it's centered. So it's centered inside of that box. Works pretty great. Also, that how to center that image, there's some extra code. It's old code which basically did the same thing with the window, and then inside of here it's cage function. But how to calculate the green box, yeah, I used it different. I didn't use that cage function to calculate the green window. Yeah, no, I used a different function. I tried also using the cage function for calculating the green, like the size of the cage, basically what the green thing is, but yeah, it didn't work, which is sad. Like, instead of giving the size of the cage green box, I just from 0, 0 to the width and height, but nah, it didn't work. So for now, this works fine enough. It's good enough, and it's centered, and it's, you know, it's alright. Even though it's not taking all the space it could, because on the left and right there's still enough space. Oh well. That's it. That's basically Lungo. These buttons do nothing for now. The home button will take me back to home, and this will search. So I don't think I can actually... Hey, there you go. So I can paste it in. I can also press enter. It will do the same thing. Yep. So... and also width and height and stuff, you know, basic stuff. And that's all of it. Mostly of it. So, resizing maximum. That's everything for now for Lungo. Also, OBS kind of broken. There's a green line here, but it doesn't show it. very weird. There's actually like on the top there's a green line here and there's a green line here. What if I now it's working. Oh well, if I make it maximized, it OBS just doesn't. Okay. Oh well, I'm just gonna keep it this way. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day. And hopefully you know, maybe I'll do another progress update with Pretty Pork. Anyways, thanks for watching. Leave a sub. Normally I wouldn't ask that, but please, I'm begging. I don't have many subs for now. I never know what the future says. And maybe a like if you like this browser. Pretty Pork browser, not gonna lie. In the description there's the program alt track. So really appreciate it. You should really check him out, the person who made this. It's all down in the description. And yeah, that's all I have to say. Bye bye for now.